And more breaking news coming in on the international front. This is CNN News 18 mega exclusive inputs brought to us by our investigations editor Manoj Gupta. What we are learning is that there could be a major reshuffle within the Bangladesh army. Sources have told CNN News 18 that the reshuffle appears to be aimed at internal consolidation and regime stability. The army is likely to take the lead to preserve strategic autonomy and maintain a multi-vector foreign policy, is what top intelligence sources are telling CNN News 18. Now, what we could also see is a balancing act coming in from the BNP government as well as the armed forces, balancing India and China and trying to maintain the strategic autonomy of Bangladesh. But there could also be a reorientation of Bangladesh into a Pakistan-China security axis, similar to the Belt and Road Initiative that Pakistan has found itself in when it comes to China. Now, top intelligence sources say at the same time, for India, this also opens up a window for improved border coordination, intelligence sharing, and confidence building along the northeast frontier. So that is the big piece of news that's coming in on the security front when it comes to the border with Bangladesh, where there seems to be a major reshuffle within the Bangladesh army. And it seems that there will be the changing power equations coming in, given the fact that Pakistan as well as China are exerting their influence on Dhaka. So where will India find itself when it comes to the security dynamics with the BNP government in Bangladesh? I'm joined by my colleague Pallavi Ghosh on the broadcast. So Pallavi, what kind of opportunities could there be for India? Is there an alarm at play within India's power corridors that Bangladesh could be roped in to a Pakistan-China axis, which could be detrimental to India? Or are there windows open for India to make a deal with the BNP government to ensure there is stability along the border?
Well, I mean, we had asked this question of the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Tariqur Rahman, at his first press conference in Dhaka. And we'd asked him this question about this whole axis of India, China, Pakistan. And he said, I'm going to do what is best for the people of Bangladesh. Obviously, he would want to maintain a balance of power. Obviously, he would also want to have a good equations with China and Pakistan. But what we also need to understand the context, Ayushman, is that India and Bangladesh have had age-old ties. We've been friends for a very, very long time. We've shared a history, and the genesis of the country of Bangladesh was also thanks to India. That is something which cannot be wished away. Second, given the kind of demography of minorities, particularly in Bangladesh, India becomes a much more of a natural ally. But these are early days yet. Tariqur Rahman is trying to get a grip of the situation. And we know army plays a very important role in countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, and of course China. And in Bangladesh, in the context of Sheikh Hasina's ouster, the army was the one which stepped in to play a very critical role. So he would also want to keep the army placated. I remember when he had first come from London and settled down in Dhaka, which was just when Begum Khalida Zia had died, he had met the Bangladesh army chief. And even after he won, he met all the three forces of Bangladesh, army, navy, air force as well, because he knows that given the kind of politics and political history of Bangladesh, this is important to maintain the good ties, hence a reshuffle. But at the same time, I got that sense that BNP under Tariqur Rahman certainly wants to have a good equation in India. And the first step in that direction was a normalization of consular services between India and Bangladesh.
Right. Thank you, Pallavi, for decoding that for us. So India could have that window still in place when it comes to improving ties, even though the strategic as well as the security dynamics are changing within Bangladesh day by day.